Quiet. Go watch TV, Dada. Or go play your phone.
I found that rabbit hole, and what I found was that Sandy thinks the butter is just a random detail put there by the showrunners. But it actually ties into one of the darkest SpongeBob conspiracies, creating one of the saddest stories in all of time. The thing that broke me down this rabbit hole in the first place was the fact that Sandy's whole character her intelligence. It's a huge chunk of her identity. It's a pretty big show. So why would she choose to leave it in her face when it's totally This is no different than if you and I decided to put on diving suits and live in underwater.
We need to establish
The video would but she would actually show him getting close, such as the episode. There's an episode with a close date and it comes still. And she actually this is the most obvious sign. Probably should put their own level players. For example, because in the bench.
We have taken the fortification.
It's pretty clear that to some extent she's not exactly happy with her design, or at least she's being happy with it. Why did she move it first? It's the same character. They often do it. To answer this, it's worth asking something the show kind of glosses over. What's Stanley actually doing?
Play Mario Kart. The latest Mario Kart game for Nintendo Switch 2. Grab your whole family. Nintendo Switch 2, the home of Mario and friends. Any more time? I just never feel fresh about it. So let's put the target.
Think about every main character that can be found in the world for this one. SpongeBob, Squidward, and Mr. Krabs, and President Krabs, is the top one to Patrick and the Ghost all SpongeBob, Larry's the lifeguard, in the back, but Sandy, who's supposed to be the most intelligent creature in the entire town, is never seen on the book. She doesn't have a boss, nor does she have a in short, she's unemployed. But here's the thing, the dome, the equipment in her lab, the systems that keep the whole thing running, the air supply, all of it costs money, which has to come from some trouble. The facility that's in other words, I believe that the reason standing with water has something to do with it. That's still the thing. For starters, why couldn't she have worked on this? Sandy is pretty well known for she's always inventing new technology and nothing is reasonable to assume that this is it's the closest thing to work we actually see in the show. But we're never really told who's making this or why chance all the with the exception of one episode. The episode shows
Good night.
Sandy works for a corporation called StrikeTeam Only. In this episode,
Whoopee?
and employer came to see if she made any discoveries or inventions. They were
Go to your room.
It threatened to pull her funding
Bye.
and it from any meaningful discovery. Cindy was devastated because she hadn't made any discovery. This was that she had reviewed.
Go watch TV, Dada.
She told us that now Sandy is set to get back. Haven't I been trying to prove the opposite? Remember this, because it will be important later on in the video. Anyway, why would she have to leave Bikini Bottom? Did she just find another job? I think the reason she has to that is because her freedom and everything she owns is in her home. Divided by it's a real thing. If we all protect our only yours. There's also command which imply that the tree don't belong to them. Keep in mind that Sandy's a source. There aren't a lot of places in this ocean she could just move into. So it would make sense that she need to go back home if they took that away. But why would a company go through the trouble of paying for all of that equipment in the ocean? Why the ocean? It must cost a lot to constantly deliver equipment back and
What it sound
not
like?
to mention the constant supply of fresh air that needs to be transferred. There must be something about Bikini Bottom specifically which was worth all this trouble. There's a popular internet theory which explains how Bikini Bottom is named after Bikini Atoll, a real place in the Pacific where the United States detonated 23 nuclear weapons between 1946 and 1958. It's been confirmed that Bikini Bottom is located under the islands of Bikini Atoll. But some fans also think that the reason the fish walk upright and act more human with clothes, languages, technologies, and everything is because the radiation from the bombs affected the fish in a way in which they mutated into more evolved versions of themselves. If the creatures in Bikini Bottom are the product of radiation-induced genetic mutation, then what they represent scientifically is unlike anything else on Earth. The applications in medicine, genetics, materials, and science would be worth an extraordinary amount to whoever could study and patent them. And that's where Sandy comes in. Sandy was sent to research the fish in Bikini Bottom and Bikini Bottom itself. This has been in front of our faces since the very start of the show. Like in the episodes The Fishbowl, where Sandy runs behavioral experiments on SpongeBob and Patrick. She has them separate white sand from black sand and purposefully creates variables which cause them to act more feral and angry towards the fish. At the beginning of the episode, A Fish Called Sandy, Sandy had written a scientific paper about the ocean and its creatures. This is clear evidence that she studies the ocean. This puts the question of her relationship with her friends. Is she really their friend, or is she simply studying them? So that's the video. Sandy wasn't just a squirrel who wanted a change of scenery. She was sent to study what the effects of long exposure to radiation have on sea life. But wait, if Sandy has been living in one of the most heavily radiated environments on Earth for years, wouldn't that mean that Sandy herself is? Bikini and full body, a number of main creatures are exposed to the radiation of animals such as rats and guinea pigs. This was done to study the effects of radiation. Ironically, that's what Sandy's going through as well. Have you ever wondered why Sandy wears a full spacesuit when every other air-breathing creature who comes underwater just uses the bowl? When SpongeBob visits Sandy's dome, he only puts a fishbowl on his head. When the chimps from Chimps Ahoy step out of their submarine into the ocean, they use a bowl. They're the same type of creature as Sandy, air-breathing land mammal, and a bowl is all they need. This is also true for Sandy. In the episode Pressure, Sandy wanted to prove that land creatures are better than sea creatures. So she took off her helmet and suit to prove that she didn't need them. But she couldn't hold her breath for long. And after she couldn't last any longer, she rummaged around for something to give her air, and all she needed to breathe was a pickle jar. This implies that Sandy doesn't need the suit to breathe. But if it isn't there to help her breathe, how does she wear it? The difference between the fish folk who don't wear a suit is that they're already radioactive. The chimps don't wear a suit because they're only there for a day. Sandy, on the other hand, lives in Bikini Bottom all the time. So what if the suit really uses to shield her from any radiation still in Bikini Bottom? If you look really closely at the patch on Sandy's suit, it was changed from the one in the early season. The one from the beginning kind of looks like a radiation suit. If the suit is there to protect her, then why am I claiming that she's the kid? In the show, Sandy has two main outfits. A regular spacesuit and a bikini with a suit. Whenever she's not wearing a suit, she's unpredictable. Short exposure might not be awful to her, but over the years, it's accumulated enough. You might think that whenever Sandy is not in her spacesuit, she's shielded by her dome, but that's not the case. In the Season 2 episode, Survival of the Idiots, Sandy was hibernating for the winter, meaning that she spent a large amount of time in her tree dome without her suit. So what does she do? She seals her entire dome with metal, like lead and steel, which happens to be ideal for shielding radiation. Keep in mind that the show never explained why she has a full metal casing all over her house windows. Now why do I think a regular tree dome is not safe? In the episode T and the tree dome, Sandy tells SpongeBob that her dome is on the Earth. This material doesn't do anything at all to stop radiation. Knowing all this would explain why Sandy only considers going home permanently in early SpongeBob episodes. Because back then, it wasn't too late for her. Now, going back for so long put anyone she comes in contact with at risk. This could be why she didn't want to go back home and Chimps Ahoy. There's something else which felt a little fishy about something. In the episode Feral Friends, Neptune's moon rises over Bikini Bottom and starts reverting every sea creature to its primitive feral state, kind of reversing the effects of Bikini Atoll. The whole town devolves one by one, and Sandy walks through all of it unaffected because the moon only works on sea life. She immediately knows what to do and who to call to stop this chaos. A diver, also in a full pressurized suit, who by the looks of it already knows Sandy well, and this diver is worth paying attention to. In the SpongeBob movie, the same diver appears, meaning this guy is frequently in the ocean, much like Sandy. He also has a picture of Sandy, implying that they really are close to each other. They probably work for the same people. But let's take a step back. Sandy was somehow equipped to handle this situation. Could it be that she's simply not only researching the fish, but also responsible for making sure that the subjects remain unharmed? If you think about it, Sandy's always there to save the day, every single time there's danger. Also, isn't it weird that Sandy just so happens to be a very skilled fighter? It's almost like the people that sent her there wanted their scientists to be prepared for whatever danger Bikini Bottom might face. The thing is, I don't believe Sandy is simply doing her job. She's shown to care for SpongeBob and all other fish at Bikini Bottom. We saw how she chose to stay because of her friends at Bikini Bottom. She cares about these fish, enough to risk her life for them time and time again and give up any chance of going back home to keep them safe. And that's the theory. That's why Sandy lives in Bikini Bottom. But there's still a couple details that aren't fitting in the puzzle, like these two. What are Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy's role in all this? Better yet, what's the deal with this fish? If you want a second part where I tackle these, let me know in the comments below. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time.
Your first home, son. What air filter did you get? Doesn't matter. Whatever they have. Are you crazy? If I told you did, it's like your air filter matters. Look at all the allergies. You gotta go with Filtrete air filters. They give you cleaner air without overworking your HVAC. It's a no-brainer.
I'm kidding. Look.
Why do you do this to him?
Filtrete. Number one recommended by...
Welcome to another installment of In where we give it to you straight, no chaser. Let's get started with the darkest news with the whitest people. There's some strange people in Ohio, and that's most of Ohio. LeBron included, yeah. Strange motherfucker. They ain't going nowhere. Nobody wants you. Anyway, but that was his family, and all four of them, the granddaddy, the grandmama, the mama, and some other bitch got arrested. They had 16 children in a dirty little house. It had a mattress with doodle stains on it. Just take a look yourself.
Yo, oh my God. Are you guys okay? 16 children have been rescued from what authorities are calling a house of horrors in rural southeastern Ohio. 4 adults, Gary Siders Sr., Gary Siders Jr., Christina Siders, and Elizabeth Siders, have been arrested in connection with the case. Investigators have not yet released the exact relationship between the 4 suspects or whether they are related to the children. Authorities described the scene as pure evil, calling it one of the worst child abuse cases they have ever encountered. According to investigators, every child required medical treatment. 2 of the victims were so severely injured that they had to be airlifted to a level 1 trauma center for emergency care. All 4 suspects are facing felony child endangerment charges involving serious physical harm. Investigators also say there is currently no evidence that the case is connected to human trafficking. Officials believe the suspects had been traveling before temporarily staying at the Ohio home where the children were found. Authorities have not yet revealed what led them to the property, but many are calling the rescue a miracle that may have saved 16 young lives. As the investigation continues, more details are expected to be released. Our thoughts are with the children as they begin their recovery.
I mean, I done been to some dirty houses when I was growing up, but ain't nothing ever looked that motherfucking nasty. I mean, the nastiest shit I seen was a couple of roaches running across the wall, waving, saying hi. That's it. But this, I don't know what's wrong with you white people. Something wrong with you. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Let's just stand for them. The white people around the world have a problem. This woman in Israel chopped her child's head off with an axe and then ran down the street laughing about it. Check it out. Hello there. You gonna buy it? I mean, these white people are really living. They live in GTA. Like my nephew, I told y'all last week, he's a GTA fanatic. He just can't wait to just play gangster on the video games. And all these white people are doing it in real life. You should just, come on, let's put this nigga on. Well, come on, cuz, let's get it.
People used to replace their windows with vinyl, which didn't last. Now, vinyl is being replaced with something scientifically proven to withstand the test of time. Renewal by Andersen's Fibrex material windows. Fibrex material is 2 times stronger than vinyl, beautiful and energy efficient. People love our windows and our exclusive signature service experience, not to mention these incredible savings. Don't miss out on the chance to get beautiful replacement windows at an affordable cost. Call or visit us online today.
Remember, we were all excited because Elon Musk was going in to clean the government out. They called it Doge after his failed coin. But anyway, the Doge that's supposed to clean the government out failed, obviously, because all them corrupt mother still there. And it has been officially shut the down. And not only did they not fix the deficit, they increased it. Because Elon ran away with all our top secrets because he had access to everything that nobody's supposed to know. So there you have it. Elon runs the world now. Well, the dark side of Doge being closed down, the resources that were allocated to take care of those children, those are also been canceled, so now the children are going to die. But it's not like the Trump administration or the Democrats or anybody that calls themselves part of the United States government actually gives them. Politicians got to eat too, man. Politicians got to eat too. I don't know what you're talking about. They're stifling shit. Those kids are going to die. The politicians, they got bills to pay. Got private jet rides and shit like that. They ain't paying no taxes, but still, they still need that money. Sorry to bust your bubble there, Mo. Hell yeah. All those children are going to die. That's why I say, if you can't afford them, don't have them. Looking for somebody to help raise your kids, you know, stuff to begin with. I'm not donating to nobody's kids. Trust me, believe that. Your kid's hungry. Mine is eating. It takes a village to raise a child. Which village? Who's in the village? The village people? That's what brings your children nowadays. The village people. YMCA. Fun to stay at the YMCA. Newport Beach was disgusting. The headline said by 9 residents. I don't think nobody actually lives down there, hang out down there. But anyway, all the 9 residents came to get up. They looted, they beat some police's ass. Check it out. Yep, time for the smart city. Let's get these smart cities and get these young motherfuckers locked up in open cages. Because they wild. This is GTA. Hey, it's your generation, son. Hey, y'all wild and motherfuckers. They were stealing chips. They loot. And all I kept seeing them grabbing bags of motherfuckers. Yeah. When we looted, we got furs, diamonds. And we just real Oh yeah, and I believe there were no involved. Because then it's California, kids already know how fofos get down. So that's why the fofos didn't violently tase, shoot, or kill anybody. So those largely white children. That one, the bag of chips, nigga, he wasn't taking no chances on stealing nothing of substance. Said, I can do a weekend for a bag of chips, nigga. I ain't gonna do no extra time for actually busting the register. Hey, let's stop snitching on that. This is the nigga news. This is the nigga news. This is not the niggas network. We don't we think that that they stole the bag of chips. He was allegedly, they got the mask. That might have been a little smart white boy with the mask on. LeBron James was so hated by the Los Angeles Lakers, they went out and got a bunch of white boys. That means they was really tired of your black ass club sports and all the kids from Ohio that you brought with you. And they got rid of your son too. They said, nigga, take that little motherfucker with you. Boy, goddamn it, they got a couple of niggas now. I ain't gonna be no Steve A. Smith talking about it. It's the snow show, It's snow time later. Now they can make some noise because they got the cream of the crop of the white boys. But they got the white boys. Yo. There ain't no other white boys. They got the white boys. And to add to the woes of one LeBron James, because it's a shame this must play for 24 seasons, still ain't beat Jordan and championship. And Father Time ain't caught up with him yet. But the league has caught up with it because you are a free agency and nobody wants you. Nobody wants the poison that you bring to the team, but dragging your son, forcing owners to hire him as a G League bench player. But your ego is so big because you're the king in your own head. King in your own head. There's only one king. That motherfucker's name is Jesus Christ. And you not him, you motherfucker. Now go on and sit in your peasant ass hometown of Cleveland. Because that's the only deal you're going to get, you son of a bitch. We'll make it in when we get to you straight. No change this week in sports. Mexico and England played in the World Cup, and it took place in Mexico City at the Aztec Arena. And it's hot as hell down there. There's nobody from England but the English players, and the English players had to stay in a Mexican hotel. The Mexicans they flew drones, they blasted sombrero music all goddamn night long to make sure them English motherfuckers got no sleep. And they still got their ass whooped. We'll be right back.
Ain't no harm in wandering. There's a bounty of fresh produce delivered daily for the taking. They're so fresh. Something new every hour. It's an old. K-12 makes going back to school easy. We deliver an education that takes your child beyond the classroom. With interactive curriculum, innovative technology, and personalized learning tailored to your child's needs. Forget the stress of shopping. We send you everything you need to start the school year off right. Just open the door, open the box, and open up your whole world. K-12. Enroll today.
Right back. Trump says that he's prepared to go full America First mode overseas at the NATO summit in Turkey. He said that America is giving over $1 trillion to NATO, and NATO has done nothing for America. Well, but it's okay to give Israel all the money they want, let them go kill up children and everything they want to do. But you're mad about NATO. Just remember, NATO helped us with communists. Yeah, real communists, not the ones you call the Democrat communists. No, they're real communists. Yeah, the Eastern Bloc. Then NATO said, we're not going to go one step past the line. And then they just gobbled up all the Eastern Europe. And now they're in Ukraine, which is right next to Russia. The man could Putin shooting at the mother. We'll be right back. back at this. Okay, play even, motherfucker. If you gonna charge them, then charge Israel. We'll be right back. After this, you're back to the record. Stephen King has finally opened up his mouth and said that Trump is a tumor. America's back. Tired does not hesitate to set a country on fire with his narcissistic ego. No horror story I've ever written could be as terrifying as this. Well, not even Jason. Oh, yeah, he wrote it. Yeah. Now, we did a little research. Mother wrote Cujo in it. Hey, Mo, wake up, nigga. We see you over there drooling. Yeah, Stephen King still alive. I thought he died too. I thought I heard the motherfucker died like 3-4 years ago, and now they got a new clone. Good. I think that motherfucker did. Stephen, how? You talking about the wheelchair dude? Hey. From my perspective, yeah, with these bright lights in my face, I was saying when you sleep. I mean, I ain't seen Trump with no mask on, killing nobody. I mean, maybe he did it at the Epstein Island. I don't know. They said they were hunting, so dead. Killing babies and frozen them and eating. So maybe, yeah. You would know, weren't you, man? We'll be right back after this commercial break. See that game. Come out. Ray J, not only can he play, but this motherfucker loves passing out STD. This motherfucker said he loves an STD that he can get rid of the bottle. He hates the ones that stick with you like luggage for life. Check it out.
I love an STD that I can get rid of tomorrow.
Wow.
Hey. What the ones you can't, the tattoo ones that's tattooed forever, those are scary.
They are.
But it's fine because, I mean, you're not going to live forever, so you might as well take a couple hits.
And you know what's the big fat thing? She's actually thinking about it. She's thinking, should I go and get this disease from Ray J? And then she finally came to a sense and said, Ray J, look, man, I don't know what the diddler did to him, but it must have been death. My nephew's telling me that Ray J was begging to get in the shower with Casanet. And Casanet's a dude, right? Well, there you have it. That's why you got them STDs that's gonna stick with you for life. So you make it to hell and burn. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Nicki Minaj was spotted at the White House with white people. She was the only fair. And Trump said she's sexy in a month.
It's never happened before. We also have a woman that is so respected and so hot and so great and such a great friend of, I don't say conservative, I say common sense.
I don't know. But according to Stormy Daniels, he ain't got enough to penetrate that ass. Saying it's an inch with his soft and 2 inches with his hard. Oh yeah. He got a baby carrot according to Stormy Daniels. Not carrot like that. You don't feel like she got a little turd or something trapped in it.
We are supposed to be celebrating America's independence today. But as of today, I don't trust the government. I don't trust the news. I don't trust our military. I don't trust our police. I don't trust our doctors. I don't trust our food. I don't trust our scientists. I don't trust our education. And I don't trust our technology. Happy 4th of July.
Keep your heads on the swivel. Trust your doctor. He's trying to kill you. Don't trust your grocery store. Food is rotten. Put food colors to make that meat look fresh. Meat 17 years old. Keep it on ice. Don't trust your phone. It's listening to you. Don't trust your TV set. It's watching you. while you watching this. Don't trust your car. Your car's gonna snitch on you. Bye, next year. Call the police. And definitely, don't trust a bitch. We'll be right back. Oh, no.
Yeah, dude, that doesn't look good.
Oh, by the way, in case y'all watched it, Argentina has nigger burgers.
But this picture you're looking at here is a new burger store. It's a real place. It's not AI. It's not parody. It's called Big N. Yeah. They don't serve the burgers with regular white bread. Instead of that, they use dark black bread because, you know, these are nigger burgers. When you get the burger, they write this on the wrapper. Are you seeing this? So you basically order and eat.
Yeah, they sell an actual burgers. It's the name of the store is Burgers. Check it out! Don't forget to check me out in Arlington, Texas at the Improv, August the 14th and August the 15th. 2 shows both nights. Come! Those tickets now before they all go! You people suck. That's what it stands for. UPS, they hit the dog with a 30-pound package. I don't know how they knew it was a 30-pound package, but you know, these private investigators with their phones, they just figure out weight and all that. But anyway, he threw a 30-pound package. He busted the dog dead, and the dog did not come back out to the UPS driver's credit. It worked. That dog was rushing at him. That dog went and laid his punk ass on the porch and watched his owner get his ass whooped. Check it out.
Wow, stop. Fucking dog. You what? Somebody else right now? Yeah, fuck, are you? You go right out, you go, you saw. You did I fuck up.
The moral to the story is keep your dog in the house on a leash during delivery hours. And your dog will not have to get busted in the head with a box. And you won't have to get your ass whooped trying to defend your 4-legged friend. We'll be right back after this drink. Hey, somebody bring me that bottle. Yeah, this is commercial break, y'all. This is what I've been doing. Hey, let's go on commercial break. Break! Breaking, 2 people climbed the Empire State Building in New York City. They told the banner saying, when the power of love meets the power of power, the world knows peace. And now they're both in jail. Oh, and he proposed to her, and then she said no. So this motherfucker climbed the Empire State Building, proposed to the bitch. She said, and now they both in jail. She did it for peace. He did it for love. I'm bullshit. She said yeah, but it was funny. It was funny. And then yes, they were both bailed out subsequently, and henceforth they're out just by a random person who just felt like it was a very lovely story, and just bailed him out, and now he's broke and homeless. Welcome back to Internet. We're getting to you straight, no chase. Trump is giving out $1,000 to every kid born from 2025, during his tenure as president. He's calling it the Trump package. Of course, his name got to be on everything. So it's Trump children, and you can sign your children up to be a Trump child, and they get a free $1,000 to start the entrepreneurial system. And then after he gets beat and loses, he's going to come and collect the children.
But if parents have not done so already, and they are doing so in record numbers, they should go right away to trumpaccounts.gov and sign their child up for a free investment savings account. And again, a lot of people are people that are uninvolved in terms of they don't have the children, but or their children are older, but they're putting millions and millions of dollars into the accounts of poor children.
Read the fine print, people, before you sign your children up for the Trumpsters. They running out of kids for them sacrifices, so, you know, $1,000, that's cheap for a baby nowadays. I heard the Epstein's paying up to $100,000 to $250,000 per child.
For the router, I don't pay anything for it.
The installation was super easy. I didn't have to go pick up it.
I heard the Epstein's paying up to $100,000 to $250,000 per child. You know, casinos is robbing people out of bank. That's why they call them one-armed bandits, because, you know, you put your money in, and one arm is just got robbed. But anyway, this woman won. A single mother put 40 cents to a slot machine in a New York casino. And she won $43 million. And the casino offered her a steak dinner and $2.25 instead.
A crowd is gathering around this casino slot machine. The woman playing the machine is celebrating with good reason. Look at the screen, printing cash tickets, almost $43 million. Not bad for gambling a penny. Sadly, her joy was about to be dashed big time. The casino claims the slot machine malfunctioned.
And the judge sided with the casino. Bitch, appeal. $43 million. You know, a mother powerful goddamn attorney will take that case pro bono. Because he get pro bono out of that $43 million, he'll get 10 to 13 million. You still leaving with 30 rather than $2.25. Bitch, appeal right now, goddammit. Fuck them motherfuckers. You gonna pay, casinos. A woman ordered some food. She knew she didn't have the money, but them hunger pains drove her to say, fuck it, my credit won't bounce. But she ate her food, and then the credit card, you know, it was flashing. So, it was flashing does. It did not work.
Thank you, ma'am. You got my card, right? Yes, ma'am. Okay, you can run that card, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am, before decline.
It's declining?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, give me that card, ma'am. See, give me that money you got.
Mom, we don't have no money.
Yes, the money I told you to get off the dresser, Tiffany.
You said we ain't got no money. We're going to get it for free.
We can't get this for free, Tiff.
No, ma'am, you still can't. You're going to have to give me the food back.
I'm going to have to turn it back in and we can start eating it.
Oh, they ain't going to take that food back after she bit it. Yeah, she's scandalous. And she ain't hungry. That bitch is fat as fuck. 18-year-old Nolan Xavier Wells has been missing since the 4th of July after a boat trip to Horn Island, Mississippi, Mississippi, I-P-P-I. We already know what happened to him because all of his friends will have to be of the Caucasian persuasion. I don't know who Xavier, Mr. and Mrs. Wells. I hope they find your son. I really do. I really do. But if and when they find him, tell him no more trips with white people. He better have at least 7, 8 with him. They found him? They found his body? Well, my condolences go out to the Wells family because they found him this morning. Yeah. So we already know what happened. And I'm sure that none of those white children will be going to jail. None of them are under investigation. It's Mississippi. Welcome back to the Internet, where we give it to you straight, no chaser. Conservative judge who called Dylan Roof's family victims after he murdered 9 black churchgoers enters a guilty plea for possession and distribution of materials depicting sexual abuse of babies. Guess he's white. Yes, he's white. So he's been a judge for how many years? And how many got locked up because of this motherfucking pedophile, pedo? You know he got a tiny dick. Welcome back to Indian, where we get to you straight, no chasing. A man, he was saying farewell to the job, you know what I mean? And he brought a cake. And everybody ate it, man. And then everybody started running to the bathroom. This motherfucker fight it with laxatives and just gave him a shitty exit, nigga. He said, nigga, yeah, you're bullshit. But his dumb ass ate some of it himself. And now he's in Unit 4020 in county jail. And on that note, I'm out.
If your priorities are family, work, and school, in that order, University of Phoenix helps you keep it that way. With up to 17 opportunities a year to start your degree and an online classroom that's accessible 24/7, 365. You'll have the freedom to live your life and the flexibility to pursue your goals. Learn more at University of Phoenix.
Different things that I wish I could share about the threats that were made against us.
In 2025, Roger Alford took a job in President Trump's Department of Justice because he believed he could help people.
I thought we were going to be focused on the average American.
Roger's job was to investigate powerful corporate monopolies.
Live Nation, the owner of Ticketmaster, runs a harmful monopoly and overcharges fans.
Patients have been forced to pay millions more for the services since they say a monopoly started forming.
They stole money from the public and they took food off people's tables.
He noticed a disturbing trend. In order to get their mergers approved, a lot of these companies were hiring billion-dollar fixers to cut shady backroom deals. And when Roger and others spoke up, they were fired.
It was a genuine shock.
What Roger saw is just the tip of the iceberg. We investigated, and what we found was a pattern of corruption that goes all the way to the top. Massive corporations buying off the government agencies that are meant to protect us, and instead leaving us vulnerable to limited choices, junk fees, and sky-high prices.
This is the reason we have those laws. Companies should not be able to treat people that way. These were jam jobs. These were politically driven deals waved through because the right lobbyists or the right payoffs happen.
We'll show you the pattern we uncovered and introduce you to the unprecedented bipartisan team that's stepping up to protect working Americans from corporate greed.
We're going to do right by our consumers. We've got a job to do.
For the last 40 years, across administrations from both parties, politicians have mostly been content to let corporations keep getting bigger and more powerful. But in recent years, something has started to shift.
The federal government is suing to block the largest supermarket merger in U.S. history.
That it would reduce the number of supermarkets, which would mean higher
Today, the
prices.
Justice Department in 8 states sued software company RealPage, alleging it illegally helped landlords unfairly fix prices and raise rents throughout the country.
At the end of the first Trump administration, there were very large and significant monopoly cases that were brought against Facebook and against Google.
When Mina Khan took over the Federal Trade Commission under President Biden, she and her colleagues in the Department of Justice continued those suits and filed dozens more.
Department of Justice has launched an antitrust probe into United
The move
Health.
is part of the Biden's administration push to lower
Drug breaking news this hour. The Federal Trade Commission and 17 states are accusing Amazon of anti-competitive behavior.
Overcharging people by upwards of $1 billion, making the product worse.
I would be a huge supporter of Lina Khan remaining, and I would love to see Lina Khan given more power.
And I guess I look at Lina Khan as one of the few people in the Biden administration that I actually think is doing a pretty good job.
We're seeing this really interesting awakening on the left, but also importantly on the right, around technology platforms, but also concentration throughout the economy in general.
That's Gail Slater, President Trump's pick to lead the antitrust division of the Department of Justice. She was confirmed with 78 votes in the Senate, in part because she represented this shifting consensus, this idea that the government really needed to do more to protect us from concentrated corporate power. She was also Roger Alford's boss.
I thought we were going to be carrying forward the legacy cases that the Biden administration had brought, and then also bringing new cases.
But there was another powerful group with a very different agenda for President Trump's second term.
I think that companies are saying, you know what, we got a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to let's pull our banker, let's pull Morgan Stanley, and let's buy our biggest competitor, and let's, get it so that we can raise price, because it's about time. Let's get scale.
For a minute there, you sounded like Lina Khan.
Yeah, I probably overspoke there.
This growing bipartisan antitrust movement, it was a huge threat to Wall Street. And so companies started looking for ways to get around it. Exhibit A, the very first merger that came across Roger Alford's desk.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hewlett Packard Enterprise looking to buy Juniper Networks.
This was the first really big merger that would send a signal about whether or not we were serious about antitrust enforcement or not. It was a so-called 3-to-2 merger, 3 competitors becoming 2 competitors. And that is usually just a huge red flag.
Just a few weeks after Trump's inauguration, Roger's team at the Department of Justice announced that they would be suing to block this merger. They said that it would reduce competition and raise wireless prices for hospitals, universities, and other customers.
And we were all set to go, ready to go to trial.
That's when Roger's boss, Assistant Attorney General Gail Slater, got a phone call from one of the fixers that Hewlett Packard had hired to push their deal through.
He basically said, I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to do everything I can to make your life miserable.
And he could. The fixer was a man named Mike Davis. Davis caught Trump's eye back in 2022 when he was all over cable news defending Trump from federal charges.
This guy is tough as hell. We want him in a very high capacity. Mike Davis. Mike. Thank you, Mike. Where's Mike? Mike is great.
Mike Davis actually recommended Gail Slater to President Trump for the top antitrust job. Davis has denied the threatening phone call, but it is true that a couple of weeks after the election, he started getting big checks from corporations like Hewlett Packard Enterprise who wanted him to use his connections to push their mergers through.
His salary is $300,000 a month. He has a contingency fee of over $1 million for any successful mergers.
They hire this lobbyist, and the lobbyist starts talking to higher-ups, saying, you like us, we're on your team, just tell them to drop the case.
And they did. DOJ sources told the Wall Street Journal that a couple of weeks after the threatening phone call, Gail Slater's boss, quote,